Hello everyone, Anna Item here. I'm an independent Seint artist, and I'm going to show you how to use some of the products that you might have gotten in during our Boxing Day sale. So I'll be doing two different eyeshadow looks, and then using some of the illuminators, bronzer, and then the three brushes that were on sale, which were the Buff, the blush and bronzer, and the powder brush. So I'll show you those if you happen to luck out and get one of those for half off. So I hope that you did, because it's an awesome deal to be able to get those. So let's get into it. So I just gonna put my hair back. I think I found the holy grail for my hair routine. If you're a curly girl, you know, if you know, you know. Usually doesn't turn out the same way twice. So I'm trying to touch it as little as possible. I don't know if you watched my earlier video that I showed how to tan tour. So it's basically like contouring with self-tanner. Here's kind of the remnants here. I didn't get it all washed off my forehead. Should probably do that. It wasn't very dark, so I went in and did it again, another layer. And it's supposed to, after you rinse it off, it's supposed to dry or darken more for the next like 24 hours or whatever. So we'll see. But the last time I did it with this particular bronzer, I had to do the same thing. So that's why I was saying that it wasn't my favorite, but I'll use it anyways. All right, so I'm going to do my eyes first, and let's see here. I'm going to do, I have all different contacts here. I'm going to show you how you can use your Cayman bronzer, if you were lucky enough to get a Cayman bronzer, for a crease color. So I already have my eyeshadow primer on. Used Thank Me Later by Elizabeth Mott. I just get that on Amazon. I don't know, it's not very expensive, so I need primer, otherwise things don't stay. Using the eyeshadow brush, all of our Seint brushes are double-ended. So this is the fluffier end of the eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to go in, and what I do here is I'm using the Cayman bronzer, which is our powder bronzer. Hopefully you got one, because I believe they are out of stock now and it was a limited edition. So I'm going to use this as kind of the transition shade, so a place for the colors to blend. So very neutral, but it gives you something to work with there, so things don't get muddy. Apologize if I'm breathing heavy. After effects of second time I've had COVID. I won the COVID lottery apparently. All right, so these are the three of the colors that were of the eyeshadows that were half off for the Boxing Day sale. This is Midnight. I've not used this one at all yet. And this is Graceland. It's one of our glitter shadows. And then this is Stardust. Yeah, Stardust. So I haven't used either one of these yet. So I've got my base down there. And let's see, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play around. I think I'm going to take my Midnight color here, which is kind of a, I don't know, like a purpley blue color. It's a matte, so would look good on brown eyes, green eyes, blue eyes, all your eyes. So I'm going to take, do I want to do that in the crease? I think I do. I'm going to use my blend brush. If I say these wrong, I apologize. They changed the name of them when they changed from Mascara Beauty to Seint. So I'm just going to put this in the outer V. Can I blend it in? Like I said, I have not planned what I'm doing for this look, so we're just going to go with it. I think I might do a halo. So just going to tap that in just to darken it a little bit, and then I'll come and blend in a little bit here. And I'm going to bring that color down on my lower lash line. And I do have hooded eyes, so when I open my eyes, my lid space becomes smaller. So I go just above the crease. There. Then I'm going to go right in the inner corner. I'm going to leave like a little halo, I think. So I don't know about you, but I love to watch like makeup tutorials and on YouTube and stuff. And one of my favorites is Bailey Sarian. She does what's called Murder Mystery Makeup Mondays or something like that. And I think that's gonna stick there. We go. And she does some pretty crazy eye looks. She did a halo eye the last video I saw of hers. But anyways, on Mondays she does murder mystery makeup. So she does her makeup while talking about some true crime or something. Now this is Stardust. With my shimmers, I like to just go in with my finger. Gives the best payoff. And just kind of going in the center where there is no other color. I know it looks a little muddy now, but I will fix it. So a tip that I have is I like to always have a clean brush for blending. So I have a lot of other eyeshadow brushes. I'm kind of picky with my eyeshadow brushes, so I like to use a lot of different ones. And Seint has good ones, but I just have some other ones that I like too. So this is a Morphe M330, and it's clean, just cleaned it. So when you can take a clean brush to blend. I see it's a little muddy there. I think it's because I put self-tanner there and I don't think I washed it off very good. So anyways, using a clean brush to blend is pretty helpful. And then I'll use one of my dry brush cleaners, which I have 2 extra ones. I think that might be part of my giveaway for this month. All right, so then I don't know how I feel about this. Let's see. Hope it doesn't look like I have a black eye. Not what I'm going for. Alright, so I'm going to take that Stardust and also, let me see here. I'm actually going to swatch it. See. Actually, I was going to put it in my inner corner, but I think it's too dark for that. So I'm going to take this is the Glamazing Illuminator, and I'm going to take my multitasker brush, the flat end. I really like this brush for, it gives like really good payoff with the pigment there. Mental note, next time I self-tan, make sure I wash the tanner off good, because it likes to stick. So, oh well, we'll fix it. And I also like to go use this illuminator under my arch of my brow. So because I have hooded eyes, I don't like to put too much up here because it kind of takes away that real estate on my eye, which I don't have a whole lot. So this Midnight is not a color that I would probably traditionally choose. I tend to go more for the warmer colors, like pinks and oranges and coppers, those type of colors. So, but it's fun to do a different look every once in a while. So Stardust is really pretty, I think, on its own too. Like if you just want to do a simple like one color wash, it's a good one for that. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that. So now I'm going to go in with, this is Graceland. So Graceland is one of our glitters. Lots of glitter. So kind of a, I would say goldish, like a true gold. With our glitters, I like to use a glitter primer. I gotta find it here. So it doesn't have fallout. Otherwise, I have pretty sensitive eyes. I wear contacts. So I always want to make sure whenever I use a glitter that I want it to stick. So I'm using the NYX glitter glue. Just putting a little bit. I'm just going to pop it on that center there. And then go in. With the glitters, I like just to use my finger. So it's kind of like a pressed pigment. It's, you can almost feel like you're moving it a little bit. You don't really need to touch it much, but I just kind of pat it in the center there. Oh, now I know. I remember why I was talking about Bailey Sarian, my favorite YouTuber makeup person. Is she did a halo eye. I'm gonna try it. And she did a, so she did the halo on the top and the bottom. Let's give it a shot. So she put the blue here, or whatever this color is, midnight. So she did the darker colors there. And then she did the center color. The center, like the Stardust color. I'll try that. We'll see if it works. Can't really tell. I think I'm going to try popping a little bit of the glitter there, but I'm going to for sure use the glitter glue so I don't get in my eye. You kind of have to work quickly with the glitter glue too, I've found. It dries down pretty quick. Okay, I'm going to go under my eyelashes because I don't want it above. I'm just using the small end of the multitasker. Oh boy. Wish me luck. Just gonna press it right there. Okay, this is really hard to see in the phone. It's hard to see in the phone, but you can see it in close here. Alright, can you see it? I don't know, maybe I'll pop a little bit in the center here, or the inner corner. This is a really pretty color of glitter. I've got the Dollywood one, which is more like a coppery color. This is really like a true gold, I would say. So, alright. So there's that look. Let me see. I'll do my typical liner and mascara. Sorry, I can't talk and think at the same time. I'm going with the Thrive Cosmetics, and I'm going to do a tight line here. Look away. Sorry, I should have warned you. if eyeballs bother you. I do this because it makes my lashes look thicker at the base. Now I've got glitter everywhere. Okay, and I'm going to go with the Thrive mascara. I typically do I'll do that too. I'm going to do a base first. Do the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara base. So I typically will do this, and then I will do my brows while it's drying. And I'm going to use, I have my brows microbladed, so they're pretty decent. But I like to use this Brow Fix from Thrive. I don't know if they're still having a deal, but I just got a deal yesterday. They had a holiday special where it's this, the mascara, and then an eyeliner for a special price. I don't remember how much it was. I really like this brow stuff. It's supposed to, like, with time, darken your brow. I don't know what it does, but I like it because it fills it in, but yet it doesn't feel like crusty or sticky or whatever. This is the color Audrey. It's a little bit more red than I prefer, so the one that I ordered is the darkest one. Let's see if I like that better. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to a different mirror for this. I apologize if this is going to be a video that's going to be too long, but what else you gotta do on a Saturday night? My husband had to remind us that we all have to go back to work and school this week. So alright, they're kind of sticking together. You notice I got a little up there. If you get a smudge, just let it dry and then just take a spoolie and kind of flake it off. This one is actually probably not a good one for that because it doesn't really dry down like that, but more the traditional mascaras are more like that. This is it's like a, I don't know if they call it like a polymer or something. It like wraps up your lashes. I'm gonna go in with my roller lash. I like this one for separating. Alright, so there's one eye. I have no idea how long I've been doing this, but alright, next eye is not going to be this dramatic. Kind of pretty. Alright, I'm going to do for my next eye, I'm going to again go in with the Cayman bronzer. Sorry. For my transition shade. So these Cayman bronzer and then all the illuminators, the powder ones, I think they're only $16, but I like to use those for eyeshadows, like a one color look or whatever. So you get a lot of product for a good price, and then you could use it for multiple things. Alright, so this is going to be a lighter look. I'm going to do, let's see, Crush and Towanda were the other ones. I think I'm going to do Crush. Crush is this kind of a peachy shimmer color. And I'm just going to place that on my eyelid. And again, this is a shimmer, so I like to just kind of pat it in. It's a really pretty, just kind of warm, neutral color. Looks really good with like Leo and Zion. Those colors there. Then I'm going to take my Georgia illuminator. corner. I feel like my fingernails are too long to get in there. And I'm just going to bring that kind of in the inner corner there. I'm going to actually bring the crush up a little bit higher. I typically don't do shimmers in my crease, but why not? Again, this is just a light look. I use the Georgia Illuminator to brighten under my arch. And oh, I always forget to do that under the eye thing. Just taking the Cayman bronzer and I mixed it with the crush. So very light look. I feel like I need a darker color to set it off a little bit. Hold on, let me find some. I'm gonna go with, do I want Leo or Zion? I think I'm gonna go Leo. Yeah, Zion. I'm gonna go with Zion. I have lots of favorites. Zion is one of them. It's really pretty on everybody. It was out of stock this summer for a really long time and I was super bummed. Okay, now I'm just going to go and blend that just a little bit. I don't want to over blend because I don't want the kind of the contour to go away. But I'm just going to bring it up to the crease too. So I guess you could call this like multiple steps. You could do a one color wash look with just like the Georgia or their crush, and then you could add in that Cayman bronzer. And then if you just want to define it a little bit, you can add a darker shade in the corner like Zion. Zion, Leo, Trust, any of those colors. Miha would probably be pretty on that one too. I think I said that right. Okay, now the primer. Oh, I didn't curl this one. That's going to be a problem. Alright. See here. Okay. I'm going to comb it out quick because they clump together. I think it's time to say goodbye to that primer. It's too chunky. I already did the trick where you add a couple drops of saline solution to it, or eye drops, and that didn't seem to help much. Okay, on my Thrive. This is really throwing me off doing two different eyes because I'm not doing everything in order like I normally do. I can't wait to try the other color because again, I think this is a little bit too red for me. Oh, and I forgot to do the eyeliner. Well, I'll just wiggle the base. If you kind of like blink through it, all right, Kind of reminds me of like Hot and Cold, like that Katy Perry song, Hot and Cold, because it's like a warmer look and then a cooler look. All right, next I'm going to show you the brushes. So I'm going to just take a Kleenex and just kind of swipe it there, get rid of any residue, and go right into my hack. So I'm going to use the blush and bronzer brush, and this is Mango. Mango, I always color correct first. As you can tell, I've got uneven skin, so I color correct everywhere with Mango in order to make my skin look more even. And I'm just dabbing it in once, and then you can kind of swipe, swirl, whatever on your face when it's just this color correction. I really like this brush because you can blend like this. You don't have to stipple if you don't want to, but you also can. It's the one I use every day. I feel like I've gotten this one down as far as how much product to use. Pretty good. Alright, so there's my color correction. And I'm just going to put a dab under the eye. This is good if you have any discoloration. And I like to place it with my finger because I'm able to kind of let it warm up. It should go on like butter on your skin. I don't really need a whole lot of color correction under my eye, but I like that it brings it all even. Okay, excuse me. Next I'm going to go in with my main highlight, which I'm using Amber right now. And I'm just going to place that in just kind of on top of the color correcting. No, I'm not swiping now because I don't want to take off that color correction. So I'm just kind of dabbing, stippling on my face. All of our creams have color correction in them. So some are better than others for certain, like redness or purple or whatever. So if you ever have questions about that, just let me know. Mango is kind of my one that I recommend for pretty much everybody. Even if you have really pale skin, it seems to just work. So I have a friend who has some hyperpigmentation. Like it kind of travels on her neck. So we were having trouble with how to cover that up, or at least kind of smooth it out, I guess. And she's lighter than me, but yet the Mango still works for her because she just dabs it on like I did in the beginning, and then I don't remember what I was saying. And then she goes over it with her main color. So if you have darker skin, I've heard papaya works pretty good for it. I'm losing here. Alright, so next I'm going to do my contour, and I'm going to take the buff brush. Just going to take the tip, and I'm going into Indigo, just one of the darker contours. And I'm just going to find my cheekbone, and draw a line, kind of just push right up against it. And then I'm just going to put a little bit on my forehead. Now, because I did the self-tanner, I don't have to use as much up there. And then jawline. I love that these brushes are double-ended. You can kind of just like flip them and then blend. It's pretty awesome. So this is how I typically do my makeup. I do the color correction, and then I do my main, then my contour, and I'm going to do my bronzer, and then I do my brightening highlight last. And I do it last because I want to make sure it doesn't get like muddied or whatever. Alright, so going back to the blush and bronzer brush to blend in, blending into my hairline. Then for my contour, I just kind of dab, flick up. You don't want to overblend because you don't want it to go away. So I just kind of leave it a little bit. I'm using very, very little product. Hair all over my face here. It's the beauty of this stuff. You don't need hardly any. I think this indigo is what I'm using. It's the first one I've ever used. And I've been using this for over a year now. So I don't think I got an indigo right away though. Okay. This hair does not want to cooperate. Okay, my eyes are really throwing me off because they're two different colors. All right, next I'm going to go with my bronzer. And one of the tricks that you can do is you can use one of the darker highlights as your bronzer. I'm going to use, this is Muse. And I like doing this because it has coverage in it. The Bella bronzer does not have coverage in it. So I'm just going to go in with my blush and bronzer brush, the smaller end, and just kind of place. I'm just going to dot it kind of where I want it, and then I'll go back and blend. So the bronzer is going to go just kind of, I recommend it for everybody to warm up your neck, you know, because so you have, you know how your face and your neck can be two different colors? Because your neck is shadowed by your face, so it's not, typically doesn't get the same color. So just using that to warm up a little bit. And done. So this is Muse. Muse is really pretty darn close to the Bella bronzer. I think we've established that that's probably the one that's closest to it. All right, now I'm going to do my brightening highlight, which is, I think that's Aura. I don't know, I think it is. So small end of the buff, and I just like to put a dab here, a dab there, and then I go over here, do a dab there, and there. Again, I'm just placing it, and then I will blend it in after it's kind of warmed up to my skin. So I kind of center of face and then around the eyes. You can do the pie shape. I like to just place here and here, and then I blend it together, because if you have any texture wrinkles or anything like that, if you have too much of it here, that'll stand out more. So I just like to take it and do a dab in the center, go down my nose, and then I kind of connect it with this guy over here. So I'm still kind of doing the pie shape, I'm just not putting it in that center. I'm just kind of moving it over there by using this. So this is my favorite brush for doing under eyes. It fits perfect underneath there, and I like the stippling motion that you get, that you can use with this brush. Wow, that looks pretty good. And then I just kind of blend it a little bit here, down the nose. I didn't contour my nose. I might as well just do that. I'm going to use, I like to use the color Shadow for contouring. It's kind of a grayish, most gray one. People are scared of it, but it's really nice for your nose and your eyebrows. And I actually will mix it with my indigo, because the indigo pulls really red on me, sometimes more than others. So I will mix this shadow with it to make it more of a neutral color, because this is more of a cool color. This just fits perfect right here. When you go up and kind of connect it to your eyebrows. I like to go under my lip And then right in there, I don't know why, I don't know, maybe it looks, I don't know. I just saw somebody do it once and thought I'd try. And then I just go in and just kind of tap to blend. All right. I'm gonna go back with a little bit of contour because it looks like my highlight kind of took that one away a little bit. And for blush, my favorite is Frenchie. It's back in stock, so if you don't have it, get it. I love the matte lip and cheeks for my cheeks. They have more stain powder than power, the mattes do. And I just love this color. It's just a really pretty peachy, I don't know, it's just perfect. So you can also use this one for color correcting as well, similar to the mango. So I just kind of go right on top of the contour, blend it in a little bit. You can pop some on your lips. I'm not going to though. I like a gloss on my lips, so I'm going to use Desert Sunset. It's kind of a bummer when I have to wear a mask all the time that I can't wear my glosses. I mean, I can, but... Alright, so let's do Illuminator next. So if you got the Cayman bronzer, you can also use that to set your other stuff. So what I've got here is I've got Georgia next to my Cayman. Take my blush and bronzer brush, kind of swirl it together. I don't really need to do it too much with the powder, and I just kind of pat it over where I put my bronzer because then it sets it. So these brushes are designed for cream makeup. So if you don't have a brush, I highly recommend you getting one, because if you don't, you're going to end up using your product a lot quicker because it doesn't, these are made for the cream makeup. Some people will take and just like place the makeup on their face, and then you can blend it with a beauty blender as well. But I highly recommend the brushes. I hope that you all were able to get some in the sale. All right, so then I have just gonna take a little bit of Georgia here. I'll blend it in a second. I like to put it above my brow, and I'm just gonna blend. So I just put on the high points. So the powder bronzer is a little bit more bold, I guess, and the cream is a little bit less bold. You can also kind of dot it in the middle of your lips if you want to. All right, so then I usually check my face, and I've been doing it a little bit long enough to where I know exactly how much I have to use, so I don't have to use the perfector to get the excess off, but in the beginning I did. So you'll want to take your beauty blender, perfector, whatever we're calling it, and it's damp, and then you can kind of dab it everywhere to take off any excess. I don't need to, because like I said, when I use these brushes, I know exactly how much to use. So here's the powder brush. Here's our vanilla dust. This is really a good one for under your eyes, because like I said earlier, if you've got any wrinkles under your eyes, you don't want to have like cakey powder. So this is a very finely milled powder, so it's perfect for under your eyes. I basically just dab it where I get kind of greasy, which is generally the sides of my nose, under the eyes, and then my chin. So that's all I need. And this kind of fits just perfect. So just kind of dabbing it there. And then this end, I like to use this sometimes for my bronzer. So, all right, that's all I got for you. So here's my cool side and my warm side. So if you have any questions about any of the products, or if you're interested in becoming a Seint artist, January is the month to do it. We have our birthday, artist program birthday coming up, and they're on January 15th. And anybody who signs up on that day will get an additional $65 like coupon to go toward, it'll be in your kit, and then it'll go towards anything you want for it. So what else? Oh, the 13th and the 14th, our team is having a little bash, beauty bash slash artist program thing. There's going to be over $500 worth of prizes, and I've paid my fee in order for any of my customers to be eligible for those. So if you're interested in that, put a comment in, and I will invite you to that group. So I hope you have a good evening. Bye.